In a bustling town named Luminera, there lived a curious and imaginative teenage girl named Aurora. She had always been fascinated by the moon, spending countless nights gazing at it from her bedroom window. Her friends often teased her for believing in magical tales, but Aurora didn't mind. She loved the stories her grandmother told her, especially the one about a mystical fairy who lived on the moon and granted wishes to those with pure hearts. One evening, while Aurora sat by the window, the full moon shone brighter than ever. As she closed her eyes to make a wish, a silver beam of light enveloped her, and before she knew it, she found herself floating towards the moon. The moon's secret garden. When Aurora opened her eyes, she stood in a breathtaking garden made of silver flowers and glowing crystals. The moon was not barren as she had imagined, it was alive with magic. In the center of the garden stood a radiant being with shimmering wings. "I am Lunaria, the fairy of the moon," the being said in a melodious voice. "Your wish summoned me, Aurora." Aurora was too awestruck to speak at first. "I didn't mean to summon you. I just wished to understand the moon's mysteries." Lunaria smiled kindly. "The moon holds more mysteries than you know. But danger lurks here. A dark force, Umbra, is draining the moon's light. If the light is extinguished, the moon will no longer shine upon the earth." Aurora's heart raced. "What can I do to help?" Lunaria's wings shimmered. "Your pure heart has already brought you here. But the path to saving the moon is filled with trials. You must face your deepest fears and prove your bravery." The first trial, the Valley of Shadows. Lunaria led Aurora to a vast valley where shadows moved and whispered. "This is the Valley of Shadows," Lunaria explained. "You must cross it without succumbing to fear." Aurora took a deep breath and stepped into the valley. The shadows twisted into terrifying shapes, each representing her fears. Failure, loneliness, and self-doubt. Her heart pounded, but she remembered her grandmother's words, "Fear only has power if you let it." She closed her eyes, steadied her breathing, and walked forward. The shadows reached for her, but their power weakened with every confident step she took. Soon, the valley was behind her. The second trial, the Pool of Reflections. Next, Lunaria led Aurora to a crystal-clear pool. "Here, you must face your true self," Lunaria said. "Only those who accept themselves can pass." Aurora knelt by the pool and looked into her reflection. At first, she saw herself as she wanted to be, brave, perfect, and admired by everyone. But the water rippled, showing another version of herself, flawed and uncertain. Tears filled her eyes. "I'm not perfect. I make mistakes and sometimes feel lost." A soft breeze swept across the pool. "But you're also kind, determined, and full of dreams," Lunaria's voice echoed. Aurora wiped her tears. "I accept all parts of me, the good and the not so good. They make me who I am." The pool glowed, signaling she had passed the trial. The final trial, confronting Umbra. Lunaria led Aurora to a dark chasm at the edge of the moon. Umbra lies beyond this chasm. He thrives on fear and doubt. You must defeat him by shining your inner light. Aurora stepped forward, and the ground trembled. The moon's light returned, brighter and more radiant than ever. A new guardian of light. Lunaria approached Aurora with a proud smile. "You have done what many could not. You faced your fears, embraced your true self, and restored the moon's light." Aurora felt a warmth in her chest. "I didn't do it alone. Your guidance and the memories of my loved ones gave me strength." Lunaria placed a silver crescent pendant around Aurora's neck. This is the pendant of light. You are now a guardian of the moon. Whenever the world needs light in its darkest moments, you will be its beacon. Aurora bowed, feeling a sense of purpose she had never known before. Home again in a flash of light, Aurora found herself back in her bedroom, the crescent pendant still around her neck. The moon shone brightly through her window, and for the first time, it felt alive. The next day, Aurora shared her story with her friends. They listened in awe, no longer teasing her. Instead, they were inspired by her courage and determination. From that day on, Aurora dedicated herself to spreading light and hope wherever she went, just as Lunaria had taught her. And every night, she looked at the moon and smiled, knowing she was never truly alone. Moral of the story: true strength comes from embracing your fears, accepting who you are, and letting your inner light shine. With courage, self-acceptance, and hope, even the darkest challenges can be overcome.